All right. Hello. This is Uneza, of course, from unezakhalid.com. And I really wanted to talk about this branding stuff for a long time, but I don't know. I've been holding myself back and not sharing it on my YouTube channel. But today I got the courage and here I am. So, this question I get a lot through like on my Facebook profile and people approaching me and they're like stuck, like how do they get started with their branding when they are just starting out their business. um so like the first thing you gotta understand is that you do not need to invest like 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, whatever kind of money when you are starting off. Like, you do not need to spend that money in your branding. Okay, so if some like brand strategist or a designer is trying to sell you that you gotta invest in your branding, the first thing, or even after even after you've made like 1K or 2K only. So if somebody is trying to convince you to invest in your branding in the really very start of your business when you haven't made like a huge amount of money, or you haven't impacted lives of many people, um, just stop right there. Don't listen to them. Trust me, like I love designing, I love branding, and but the one thing I would never ever recommend anybody is to go ahead and invest in branding first thing when they're starting, or um, in the really very start of their business. So when do you actually go ahead and invest that kind of money? You invest that kind of money when you have already have enough clients, when you already have made enough money in your business that you can spare that money. Of course, once you invest in like I'm calling it investment because it really does impact your business, and how do people perceive your your company or whatever. Of course, your brand and everything, it does make you help you stand out and the crowd and the noise, on social media, on your website, or if you have a brick and mortar business, everywhere it's going to help you stand out of the competition, of the people who are providing similar services, and really help you attract that ideal clients towards you so you don't have to chase them. Okay, so enough about the benefits of branding. So so the point of this video is, how do you brand yourself when you are just starting out? Okay, so I've made it clear that you do not need to invest, okay, in the start, but yeah, you really need to um, know your branding when you are starting off. Okay, so when you are like, if you have made only a few bucks in your business, or you are just starting off and you want to know how do you brand yourself, this is like what I'm going to share with you today is going to be like hell of help to you. Like, seriously, it's going to help you a lot. And I'm recording this video because I get this question a lot, like on the phone calls that I receive, on the Facebook messages, or in even on my Facebook posts, and everywhere I get this message a lot that I'm starting off, or I don't have the budget to invest in you, or invest in another designer or anything. If I go to Fiverr and I ruin my money there and all that stuff. So how do I do it like at the moment without breaking the bank? Okay, so yeah, so how what are the steps that you should take, like you must take, like at the very moment? And it's really something really very easy. There are just two steps that you need to take, and those steps are definitely going to make you that make you stand out, make you somebody special, and make you someone who people relate to and they want to buy from, and they want to invest in, and they are not somebody, just a random person on Instagram or on Facebook or on like blog, just the random person who they go and check out and okay, thank you, bye bye, blah blah blah. Okay, so the two steps that you can take like right now are, okay, number one is get your message correct. Okay, so what I see a lot is hey, I'm a business coach, or hey, I'm whatever, fitness coach, or I'm a designer, or whatever. Okay, so one thing that is missing there is there are a lot of business coaches, there are a lot of designers, there are a lot of everyone. Okay, there's a lot of everyone in the market. Okay, it's something like, because today there are billions of people in the planet, so of course the same idea has been like 80% of the time the same idea has already been implemented somewhere, and all the same services are provided by others. So in order to stand out, you really should be like, you really should know why are you a business coach. Okay, I mean, what do you want to help people with their business? All right, so for me, if you ask me, I'm a brand architect, and what I do is help my clients stand out in the market. Okay, so what I see is, when it comes to branding, a lot of branding strategists, branding designers, they what they are doing is making pretty much the same brand over and over again for their clients, and it's not something that I have like I have some ego problem or anything. I have literally seen, I have followed some of the brand strategies, because when I was starting out, I was like, oh, I have got to follow all the big names and see what they are doing, so just for inspiration, that like how do they do that and all that stuff. And when I go when check their work out, it was like they are using the similar fonts all over the place, they are using the similar colors and all, and the layouts and everything, it's so damn same. And I'm like, oh my god, what are they doing? Like, it's like I can tell that this was designed by this XYZ brand strategist, but I cannot tell that it belongs to this XYZ coach, like their client. So it represents them, it doesn't represent their client. So my point is that I want people to stand out by being who they are. Okay, so that's the reason I want you to really focus on your message. Okay, so that if you, whenever you hire somebody to do all your designing, they don't represent your brand in terms of who they are, they represent you, who you are. Okay, so okay, yeah, and in the same way, whoever you are, get that message correct, like what exactly is the area that you want to help your ideal client with, or what exactly is the change they are going to get from you, and how are you actually different. Okay, this is the most important part. The day, okay, I'm going to share with you a secret. Okay, this is like, I never thought I would share it on YouTube, but okay, like I want to share it. Okay, okay, yeah. The one thing that there was this assignment that I did. It was in a course that I took, and that helped me like a lot. Was just, okay, turn off your Wi-Fi from your mobile, turn off your laptop, like close your door, lock your door. There should be no noise, nobody should be around. You should be with yourself, and do some breathing exercise or whatever stuff like that, and just take out a pen and paper. And if you fancy a mobile app or whatever, or like Word document or whatever, just make sure that there are no distractions, okay? And start writing whatever comes into your mind regarding your uniqueness and what those uniqueness can be. One, you got a compliment in your childhood from your teacher, from your siblings or parents or neighbor or friend or whoever, like any compliment at all, um, that that was something unique about you, okay? Or one thing that my teachers really used to say about me was Uneza is very efficient. So I wrote that down. And another thing was my brother, he used to call me a bookworm, so I wrote that down. So there are many things that either somebody said about you or you think about yourself, okay? So okay, yeah, really write them down from your childhood to your whatever is your age. Just write all those things down, and really just focus on that. And I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever time you take, but really write all those things down. They are going to help you be, first of all, be confident, okay? You will feel the burst of like confidence in your abilities. And secondly, it is going to help you identify your message, your brand message. And third, of course, when when you'll have your team and all that thing, like, then it is going to really clear your the values of your team. How would you um how do things work in your team and all that stuff. So like for me, one thing about me is like I cannot take dishonesty like at all. So it's like when I know it and I like value it so much that whatever happens I am never dishonest, like with my clients or with my team, okay? If I'm wrong, I'm going to call my VA, my virtual assistant, and tell her that okay, so I'm really sorry about this, but okay, this is like whatever. We'll go ahead and do it this way. Or she can, like, only the other like this Sunday we had a call and she told me on my face that this is a problem that I am experiencing from your side. Can you please fix that and stuff like that? Because she knew I'm like that honest. And okay, enough about it. So yeah, so when you have those things, like unique things about you, it is going to help you like in the long term. And then when you have all those things like jot down on one paper, when I started writing down, I ended up having 49 bullets. So and then and the other day also kept getting some new things and I started adding, and at the moment my list is like 68 or something, like unique things about me. And I go back and have a look at them, reread them, and see, whoa, wow. So really on the days I'm not feeling good, I can't seem to create some content, or I have a discovery call and I'm not like not much confident about it, like this is not going to work or blah blah blah. I just go ahead and read that um, list, and it gives me so many ideas about how would I talk to the prospect or whatever. So this is going to work, help you out really well. Now the second step that you must take when you're starting out about branding is your um, know your colors, knowing your colors, okay? So of course this is one is from the branding, your message branding, and the other one is also so sorry, the other one is from your um, design branding, the branding identity. So you do not need to figure out everything, like your pictures and your fonts and your graphics and everything and your website and all that stuff when you're starting out. But one thing you must know is your colors. So what is the quickest way, like you can just get to know your colors like right now, like at this very moment, okay? So I really want to convey the message, so that it is easiest for you. Okay, all whenever I'm making a video or writing a FB post, I want it to be something like that can help you like just now. Okay, so these two tips, things you can do just now. So the colors, how do you get to know your colors? Okay, first of all, when you have your message correct, like what is the change that is going to happen in your client's life, um how you're different. So just close your eyes and concentrate on, okay, like the world around you, and think about how it would be like um when your message is being implemented. Like for example, I'm your client and you made some change in my life. So how is that changing my world? Okay, so is it a lot bright? Is it like very luxurious? Is it something um very like there's all hope around me, or it's very fresh or energetic or whatever like comes to your mind? Just hold that thought, because really when you are in that meditating state, you really get the answers. So I understand for some it is really hard to clear your head, but when you only concentrate on your breath and on one thought and remove all the distractions, it does get easier. Trust me, I've dealt with concentration, like I have had a hard time concentrating on one thing, but when I really want to um, know the answer, I can really concentrate on one thing. So just close your eyes and concentrate on one thing, that what is it that's um, going to be changed in your client's world when they are done with your services. Okay, they are done taking your services or your product or whatever. Okay, just concentrate on that one thing, and trust me, it is going to give you all the the answers to your um the color problem. Okay, yeah, so if it's bright, hold on to that. Okay, and if it's energetic, think about which color comes to your mind when you think of energy. Okay, when if it's luxurious, the life, their life, think about which color do you perceive as luxury, for luxury, whatever. Okay, so like just think about it for a bit of time, whatever time you take, and write them down. And just um for starting, if two colors come to your mind, just do a bit of research, like what are the complementary colors that can go with these colors, and just pick them up in the starting. Okay, don't stress yourself out, because at the end your business matters more. A designer is going to come and solve all your problems, but for now just keep it simple for yourself. Don't stress out. Okay, so really these are the two steps that you want to take, when you have to take, you must be taking when you are starting out in your business. And this is really exactly what I did, what I knew when I started off. I am I have never been a business woman. Like I was never in a business school, or never in my life I read something about business, not even a book. But only these two things I knew about myself, because when I entered in design industry, only my only passion was to deliver something different, deliver something unique, and I always knew my colors. Okay, so what I want to do is provide something different and luxurious. So that's why my colors are purple and golden. So um and another thing, okay, so these were the two things I knew when I started off. And I like, it's not to like brag or anything, but um being like having no business experience or anything, I made like $4,000 in my first 4 months, when I already know that people like wait like for a year or so before making their first sales. So I made it, like when I made, I didn't know it's a big thing, but when I shared it with a few friends, they were like, what, nobody does that, how did you, like, some people do that even better than me, of course, but they already have some kind of experience. When I started off, I had none of that. I was like an engineer all my life. I was a nerd of like science and engineering and mathematics. Like that was my life. And when I started off like as business and designing, it was a really really different world. But okay, so I'm only telling you this not to brag, but to tell you that this thing this does work. Okay, and it's not just me. I've shared it with few people, and it does. These two steps when you're starting out are enough to get you on the um on the state that people do listen to you and you stand out of the crowd. Okay, so this is it for today. Let me know if it was helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm going to link my Facebook page and Instagram and all that stuff in the description also. And yeah, if you are curious about all the other steps that I take personally to brand my clients business, I do have a handy dandy um workbook. Okay, so actually it's not a workbook, it's just a PDF, like a checklist sort, but not just a checklist. It has got lots of information in it, like exactly the 9 steps that I take for every client to brand their business. If you want to get that, I'm going to link it down below. So like get it, grab it, and it's going to be like super duper very helpful. I promise you that. So without mm, taking much of your time, thank you so much for watching this video. Please share it with your community if you think that it's going to help them, and like this video and leave a comment if you like it. And if you, even if you don't, you have a suggestion for my future videos, please 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 do let me know. And thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.